Over the past 120 years, it's been home to countless court cases, weddings, deed requests, and commission meetings. It's welcomed royalty from Washington and Hollywood. It's also served as the seat of local government. Those are just a few of the things that have happened at the Marquette County Courthouse. At the dawn of the 20th century, an expanding Marquette County was rapidly outgrowing its old wooden courthouse, which had been built in the late 1850s. The Marquette County Board of Supervisors decided to construct a new structure and hired noted Marquette architect D. Fred Charlton to draw up the plans. Charlton had already designed several now historic Marquette buildings, including the Longyear Mansion and the Marquette Branch Prison, and the design he came up with for the courthouse was perhaps his best. A classical-style structure made of red Lake Superior sandstone with interior marble staircases and a main courtroom with a ceiling several stories high, brightened by natural light. After several years of construction and at a cost of just over $200,000, which is equal to about $7 million today, the courthouse was set to be open to the public in a grand ceremony on September 18, 1904. Programs and speakers were planned, and special trains were set up to bring people in from all throughout the county. Thousands attended the event, the building met with rave reviews, and it was officially open for court and county business the following day. The next half-century saw two nationally famous events take place at the courthouse. The first was the 1913 lawsuit filed by ex-President Theodore Roosevelt against Ishpeming newspaper publisher George Newitt, who had called Roosevelt a drunk. Marquette was starstruck as Roosevelt rolled into town for the case at the end of May in 1913. When the jury decided in Roosevelt's favor, he was pleased with the outcome, along with damages amounting to a mere 6 cents, which he described as the price of a good newspaper. 45 years later, the courthouse once again entered the public eye when it was used as the location for shooting the courtroom scenes for Anatomy of a Murder. Jimmy Stewart, Lee Remick, and the rest of the cast spent several weeks filming inside the main chambers where the heart of the story took place. In fact, if you go into the courthouse today, there's still a display about the filming of the Hollywood classic in the main hallway. 70 years after it opened, the building, like its predecessor, became overcrowded, but instead of replacing it, Marquette County expanded it, opening the Henry Skewes Courthouse Annex behind the original structure in the 1970s. And that means that for more than a century now, area residents, along with ex-presidents and Hollywood royalty, have all enjoyed one of Marquette's classic structures, the Marquette County Courthouse.